My daughter showed up after 8 years of silence, hugged me like a stranger, and then asked where her dead grandma's money was, so I told her there was no inheritance and watched her face change in real time. The divorce wasn't some cute, we grew apart thing. I caught my ex cheating, more than once. I spiraled for a while, drank too much, slept too little, and made it easy for her to paint me as the villain. She even used her connections to smear me locally. By the time I got sober and tried to clean up my life, my daughter had already picked a side. She didn't ask me a single question. She just picked her mom and locked every door, blocked my number, blocked my socials. When I tried to show up and talk, my ex threatened to call it harassment. Message received. I stopped chasing. I learned to stop expecting fairness too. After that, my world became work and my mom. Alzheimer's took her in slow bites. Some days she'd say my daughter's name like it was a light she could still reach. I kept texting anyway. She misses you. Please come before she forgets. None delivered. All blocked. Then my mom died. I posted the funeral info on Facebook because that's what people do now. 2 months later, an unknown number called. It rang twice. My hands shook when I answered. A woman said, "Hi, it's me." Her voice was older. It took me a second to understand it was my daughter. She said she'd seen the post. She asked if I was okay. She asked if we could meet. I cooked dinner like an idiot with hope. I set the table for two and stared at it. I opened the door and didn't recognize her face. She smiled anyway and walked in like we'd only missed a weekend. At first, it was fine. Small talk. Her job, her life. I told her about taking care of grandma, how I did it alone. We even laughed once. It felt illegal. Then I asked, "Why didn't you ever let me explain?" She stared at her hands. She said she'd been young. She said her mom made it sound like I was the villain. She said she regretted it. For a few minutes, I let myself believe we were rebuilding. Then I asked, "So why now?" She went stiff. She swallowed. Then she said it. "I thought the lawyers would contact me about grandma's inheritance," she said. "They didn't. I'm engaged. I could really use help with the wedding." The room went cold. My fork froze midair. I asked, "Is that what this is?" She rushed in. "No, I want a relationship. I've wanted to call for years." "Sure." So I tested it. I leaned back. "Grandma left everything to me. There's nothing coming to you. I can still help a little. A few grand. As a gift." Her smile slipped. "As the only grandchild, I deserve part of it," she said. "Grandma told me. That's my money." I said, "You didn't show up for her. Not once." Her cheeks went red. "Reconsider." I said, "No." Then she finally dropped the mask. "I should have known," she snapped. "You'll always be the selfish asshole Mom said you were. I'm glad you're alone." Something in me went quiet again. Not broken. Just finished. I said, "Unblock me." "What?" "Unblock my old number. I'll resend the texts you never read." Her fingers moved like she couldn't help it. Then I hit forward. Again, and again, and again. Diagnosis. Updates. Begging. "Please visit. She's asking for you. She won't remember soon." The last message was a photo of my mom holding a birthday card she never got to give. My daughter read them. Her face changed, and for a second I saw shame. Then she tried to pivot anyway. "This proves Grandma wanted me to have my share." I leaned in. "If you'd answered even one of those texts, you'd have been in her life. And yes, maybe in her plans. You chose silence. You don't get to cash it in later." I stood up and took her plate. "If money is what makes or breaks us, don't come back. The inheritance is off the table. A relationship is possible, but not bought." She left like I'd stolen something from her. A week later, my ex showed up at my door, suddenly worried about family. She gave the same speech my daughter did. She was young. Don't punish her. I didn't even raise my voice. This isn't punishment, it's consequences. She left when she realized I wasn't folding. Then my daughter called again. Different tone. Careful. She said she wanted to apologize. She said she wanted me at her wedding. I said yes. Not because I forgot. Because I want to see what's real. I'm going as a guest. No aisle. No spotlight. No access. If she wants a father, she gets a father. If she wants an ATM, she can keep shopping elsewhere.